made my wish upon that star. The only dream of which my list consists is to always be wherever you are. This year there will be no praying for the snow to fall. It would not make a difference to me at all. No, I'm not wasting any dreams. This Christmas I've made my wish and it came true.
Goodness me, it is 7:30 exactly in the morning and look how dark it is outside. And as usual, as I will always say, it is way darker than it actually looks on camera because this camera has an auto brightness setting, so that looks so much lighter than it actually is. It is pitch black and it is absolutely pouring. The rain actually woke me up this morning, but I probably don't look it. However, I feel $1 million. I have to be perfectly honest with you. Pop a little light on so you can see me a bit better. I do look like Lord Farquaad because my hair, this is me tying my hair up to see if that preserves the Dyson. It doesn't. My hair is now straight perfectly. So I'm definitely gonna have to look into the logistics of sleeping because I can't be doing that every day. I can't be giving it a blowout every day, but we shall see. I don't know what I'm going to be doing this video in all honesty because I wanted to unbox what I bought from Dior with you, and they told me that it would arrive on Monday. It wasn't ready on Monday because I'm having it tailored. Then they said it would be on the day that I bought it. That was Thursday, and then I had to message them on Friday and be like, it's not moved on the dispatch thing. And so it's coming on Monday. So if I can, I will pop an unboxing in after this. But it is one of those pieces where I'm like, I'm really glad that I got this. And even I pretty much check Vestiaire Collective every single day, just for like good vintage pieces. And the one thing that I've noticed with Dior ready to wear is that it actually like holds its value quite well. It would, like, especially in relation to other ready-to-wear, I'd say that Hermes ready-to-wear doesn't hold its value as well, but obviously it's leather goods increase, so I mean I just don't buy their. I don't really like Hermes ready-to-wear, if I'm being honest as well. Like, it's too contemporary for me. So yes, it's one of those pieces that I think that, like I said earlier, it's like an heirloom. And that's generally what I'm trying to focus on buying, is like, how long can this item last in a wardrobe versus what looks cool. And it's not easy because I obviously see what is like doing well online in terms of like content and like videos and certain dress senses, and it's like it's really hard to like remember your values when you're like, yes, but it's not necessarily serving me well in terms of like killing the engagement. And it's obviously, yeah, one of those things where it's sort of like a moral versus business dilemma, and it's not easy, but I'm doing my best. It is something that I take great joy in when you find a piece I'm like, oh, actually that's going to last for a really long time. Or if I find something that like is a fraction of the price and yet something that I really want or whatever, it just makes me feel so much better than buying something brand new. And there's one thing that I think is chic, vintage, every day of the week. I am selecting my eggs from the hens for a cake for my grandma, and the girls reported back that my most recent cake was the best cake that I have ever made, apparently. And there are a few things that I can note that was different with that cake. First of all, I had a double yolker. We get a double yolker egg at least like once a day from the hens, so they're fairly easy to identify because they usually look like a bloomin' duck egg. Like, look at the size of that egg. I think this is Gwyneth Paltrow as well, because she started laying and that weighs an absolute ton. So I'm going to do the double yolker again, and I also did less lemon juice in the drizzle and the same amount of sugar. So that's what I think I'm going to do to facilitate this cake. I've also, on Carrie's recommendation, started baking for longer but lower, because it kept sort of getting just a little bit too brown, the cake, and you don't want that. So that's my port of call. I'm going to get the cake in the oven so that I can go and get ready. I've showered, I've done my beauty bits, my little powder puff. I need to moisturise though, that is the thing. But cake baking, let's do this. Well, of all of the bougie tripods that I've ever used in my life, a Harrods Rioja is definitely up there with bougie. So 170 on the oven, 3 large eggs. I would go 1 extra large. So 2 large, 1 extra large. Now the only thing is my butter is cold. I think I'm just gonna have to leave it for a little while, go and start getting ready and let it warm. 2 lemons, gluten-free self-raising flour and caster sugar. Do not judge the fact that they are not in my pantry jars, but we are about to do a big pantry organisation and get some better jars, because the ones that we currently have are not airtight and it's not ideal. But we obviously have to get a certain size, so we are on the test run process. So we have lemons, caster sugar, unsalted butter, milk, and that is it. Yeah. And then I just need the milk, so I'm going to leave this out to get warm whilst... Oh, good morning! Good morning, my puppy dogs! You're out in your bedroom! Oh my goodness, let's let you outside. Come on. You're not going to want to go out there today. My goodness me. My goodness me. Lucky, you've got to go out. They're not going to want to go out there today. No. Barky, don't hide under the table. Look at him. Come on. I know, Porter. I know. You've got to have your morning wee-wee. Nobody hates the rain more than Barkley. He hates water in general. But this is what he does after he has to go out in the rain. As predicted, we have the double yolker and butter. Oh, is that Christmas butter? Oh, Christmas. And I have just done the lemon zest, which actually today we have a lot of lemon zest. These are really good lemons. So I put those to one side because they will be used for the drizzle. And now I'm going to make the lemon zest sugar.
Making a lemon drizzle?
Yeah, is that okay with you?
Yeah, I like a lemon drizzle.
Ali loves my lemon drizzle as well, apparently. Right. Almost forgot to line my baking tin. So lemon zest of 2 lemons and caster sugar, 50 grams. Now I put the remaining caster sugar in, which is 125 grams, but I usually do about 115. Unsalted butter. 175 grams. Where's me spatula? Where did I put it? Oh, here, under here. 3 large eggs, but obviously we've got 3 eggs, 4 yolks. Self-raising flour, 175 grams. And we transfer into the baking tin. And it's in the oven. Well, Grandma's cake is out of the oven and in my little tin. I bought these tins from Amazon. They are just, I really liked the colour of them. They've got oak trees all over them, and they say, it's like the wrong year and everything. It says the Queen's Green Canopy, Platinum Jubilee. They came as a set of 3, but this is perfect size for my cake. Done some Millen-Gordon eggs with our new stickers, which look fantastic. And the card, let's do Grandma's card and then grab her Christmas present, which is downstairs, which obviously for Grandma I didn't get her seeds because I have a good idea of what she likes. I'm currently at my grandma's house and I'm doing the wonderful, wonderful job of going through the family albums, and my goodness me, this is the one that Ali likes. So this is my grandpa.
Looking like a G.
Looking like an absolute gangster. It's got a double-breasted suit. What did you say, the peak lapels?
It's got, yeah, wide peak lapels as well, so they're a bit wider than when we were growing up. We used to have slightly slimmer. That's really popular now, that jacket style. But it's his collar on his shirt that was quite fascinating, because it's quite, it's like a, I always say spear arrow, and I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's like a really
arrowhead.
Might be. It's basically like a long pointy collar, like I wore at Goodwood Revival.
Yeah.
And so you get a really nice closed midsection where the tie sits, so you can see it's really narrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you say, horses, cars.
Horses,
boats.
cars, yeah.
Even fashion, really.
Yeah.
They're
Just a moth.
yeah.
Wow.
What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing, there's a picture of you, Grandma, and you look unreal. Look at Grandma there.
Oh yeah, wow.
Wow.
Look at the nails as well.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh God.
Wow.
It's funny, but you just, you know, you get older and you just don't even think of it really. But oh, we had some lovely times.
I mean, I think the thing that's most shocking is like all of the pictures that you have, and like all of the places, like obviously at a time before, you know, smartphones and things like that, yet you still had all of these pictures and all of these moments saved. Good evening, everyone. I'm just back from my grandma's. I went today and I actually ended up picking up my Christmas present from her, so I've got that to open on Christmas Day. I had the loveliest day. Basically, one of the reasons that she asked me to go around there was because my auntie has put together loads of photo albums of like life and like life before me and like my grandma's life, my grandpa's life, and my grandpa's not with us anymore, my dad's life, my auntie's life, and obviously like little bits of mine and my brother's. But like the thing is that I've seen a lot of like my pictures of me growing up, but I hadn't seen, and it was really nice for me to be able to show Ali a lot of the things that I've spoken about. So like our house that we had in Florida that we would spend Christmases at and go on holiday there. I was able to show him the factory where my grandpa like built this factory for his business and things like that. Also, we went in search of, like, I know I speak about it a lot on this channel because obviously I wanted to buy an Aston Martin. My grandma used to have a few Aston Martins, so did my grandpa. And I'd actually never seen them before. I'd actually never looked at the pictures I'd never seen the pictures of them, I mean. And so I basically was going through and earmarking pictures that I wanted copies of, and I've actually screen grabbed a few of them because I know that you liked this when I showed you these pictures last time. So what I'll do instead is I'll pop them on screen, but this picture I just loved. Yeah, I'm gonna have a wine. Sorry, we're going to a friend's birthday tonight. My hair is up on my head because Ali is cooking, and I've got my dressing gown on because I hate to smell of food. I don't know whether that's just me, but I'm really, really sensitive to it. But yes, and so this is a picture. This first one is a picture of my grandma. I'm imagining it was probably for some kind of like fancy event or something, because she said that she only ever wore hats when it was like a very, very specific event. And I actually have a very similar hat to this, and I'm thinking about reenacting and recreating some of these pictures, but I just thought she looked so beautiful in this picture. Then this picture is, I can't believe that that's my auntie next to her smoking a cigarette, but that was the time. And my grandma in the middle there in the fur coat. And obviously back in the day, fur coats were sort of, it was quite a thing. Needless to say, my grandma has never owned fur coats, like never bought fur coats since those times, but she did still have a collection of them, and they have been passed like down. And I can't take myself seriously with my hair sticking out like that. This picture is a really interesting picture. So this is my grandma loading up their Defender that they had, obviously many, many years ago. This was a split screen Defender, which I was very impressed with, which they had to pull their horse box, because if you don't know, my grandparents used to own stables in Bushy, and my auntie actually got to, I can't remember what my grandma said, but like the Great Horse Trials or something like that. So she was very, very serious into show jumping and things like that. And so this was my grandma's Defender that would pull their horse box to events and eventing and things like that. This is my dad with his horse at the time, and this is another photo that I'm very excited to reenact because I actually have the same helmet, and I know everyone laughed at me, but this is why I love it. I just think it's so, so lovely. Then this is my grandma looking very chic, even though she's not looking at the camera, with my dad and his horse, and I think one of their cars is in the background. I loved this picture because it looked even older than the times, but this is my grandpa, my grandma, my brother, and my dad and his sister, my auntie, on a horse and cart. The gentleman in the middle is driving it for them, but like, just look at my grandma. Like, just look at her. She just looks like, she looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Then this was a very special picture because I've actually had a picture taken just like this when I went to Goodwood Revival with Aston Martin. So this is a picture of my grandpa stood outside of his own DB5, I believe, and we drove in the DB6, or that's a DB6, and we drove the DB5. I think that's his DB5, and I literally had that same picture taken, which is so strange. But anyway, really lovely evening, and I just love spending time with her. I love it. I can listen to her talk all day, and I might have inserted little bits just so you can hear and imagine what she's like, but I just wouldn't ever put her on camera. I know someone said, oh, you should do a podcast episode, but honestly I think she'd like put me in my place. I think I'd say things and she'd be like, oh, Lydia. So, but anyway, I thought that would be quite nice. Anyway, Ali's cooking dinner, and then we're gonna head out for a friend's birthday, so I need to enjoy my dinner and head out for the happy Sunday, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm in my Sunday best. This is my Sunday best. That's what I'm referring to it as now, because when you are dressed in cashmere on a Sunday, genuinely I feel like I'm living the life that I always dreamed of. And it's actually really funny, yesterday when we were looking through the pictures at my grandma's, there was a picture of her pretty much wearing this exact outfit, not this one, but when, you know, when I wear it with the collar, she literally had cable knit jumper, exact same color, collar underneath. I was like, this is too much. This is just too much. I have you. It's Sunday. We had a wonderful evening out with our friends last night and actually woke up feeling extremely delicate, okay? Extremely delicate, but onwards and upwards. And I've showered, I've popped my hair back into a bun now just because it makes my life so much easier. And I have slathered myself in magnesium, and we are now attempting a trial run of the Christmas dinner. Now, to remove any pressure or stress, I'm going to show you what it is that we're cooking, but I may not show you, well, in fact I probably won't show you the finished dinner, just purely because we don't want to be worrying about that. We just want to make sure that it's good for us in the end and not put the pressure of showing the actual Christmas dinner. But we have had a wonderful delivery of Piper's Farm and a rather large turkey. We have stuffing. Mr. Millen-Gordon's just brought up the Malbec. What else did we, we have the Tunworth cheese. These are all ordered from Piper's Farm, which is who we used for our Christmas dinner last year. And we had actually already placed our Christmas dinner order when they said that they would like to send us some produce. So this is the sort of pre-Christmas dinner that we are trial running. So we have the Tunworth cheese, we have...
Do you want me to grab the stuff out that we got from there?
Yeah, the Cornish Gouda.
So that's for the cauliflower cheese.
Cauliflower cheese, Tunworth cheese. We have Beechwood smoked streaky bacon. We have piggies in blankets. Don't let the sausage dogs hear you. We have Beechwood smoked lardons. This was something that Ali was really, really excited about. We have the pure stock.
You know what those lardons are for, don't you?
What are they for?
They are to cook with the chestnuts and Brussels.
Chestnuts and Brussels. We also have an oak smoked cloth-bound cheddar and also the Westcombe traditional Somerset cheesemakers cheddar. So we are going full Christmas dinner.
About our cashmere, cooking in cashmere.
I'm calling it our Sunday best. Cooking in cashmere.
Yeah, cooking in cashmere. That's what we're doing.
Oh my gosh, I feel like that's our new cooking channel.
But I can't cook.
Yes, you can. You can do really. Oh, we have got star anise.
Yeah, I just found it.
Oh, well done.
So we haven't got any. Is it clementine?
Clementines.
We haven't got any clementine.
Oh. So
it'd be nice to try to zest it up, but we haven't got any. We haven't got any clementines.
Could you do a lemon instead? It's still citrusy.
If it's Christmassy, it's like orangey, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is just so the idea is that you put a bay leaf, a clove, you stick it into the clementine, you stick it in the microwave for like a minute, you boil that up, it's a Jamie Oliver thing, and you stuff that into the turkey, and then that creates like a really nice flavour. So I think like this is why we're doing this, so we can highlight the things that we've overlooked, and the trivet is something that I've overlooked. So we need to get some celery, some carrots, some onions, some bay leaves, some clementine, one of those star anise. We've obviously got oil and seasoning, but that will all go in the trivet, and then on top we'll obviously stick rosemary and oil over the meat, and then stuff it with a... I'm not going to stuff it with stuffing. I've heard some mixed reviews on the stuffing debate, and I think because we don't often cook whole birds and we've never done stuffing before, I think I feel more comfortable cooking stuffing separately to the turkey. Probably make some stuffing balls out of the hazelnut and
we've got hazelnut and cranberry stuffing.
The first thing we're going to do is get the Yorkshire puddings on.
Okay.
Because I want to free up some oven space. So we can cook those, they can sit on one side, and we can just stack them back in just before we serve.
Amazing.
And then the turkey's been sitting out now for an hour, so that's sort of getting to room temperature, which is what we want to do.
Yeah.
Leave the stuff out so we can see what's going on. The bacon...
is for breakfast, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's different. But everything else can stay out pretty much. We just need to get times for how long to cook the pigs in blankets. the stuffing. I believe, so I know that this just needs to be cooked 165 degrees Fahrenheit, which needs to get a time. I think it's about 20 minutes, but we can just test it anyway. The cauliflower cheese, I'm going to pull up the recipe online for that. What is this that we've got here?
Goose fat. You get everything at Piper's Farm.
Yeah,
Absolutely
this is like special treat roasties for Christmas. I think we'll be using the goose fat for sure. Went down a treat, didn't it?
Yeah.
Last holiday season. So, and then lastly, I'm going to have a go at making my own gravy. So typically we'll use gravy granules and stock, and I often just pour in some of the juices from the meat, because I often put a lot of butter in with our meat when I cook it for Sunday roast. So then that kind of gets mixed in, stick a bit of corn flour, and then I sieve that off. Instead, we're going to use the trivet. We're going to use and sort of like boil that down, add in some poultry turkey stock and also some red wine, and then we might even stick in a star anise
and some cinnamon. Fantastic.
So that's the plan. So quick, the first things first.
What do you need me to do? I am sous chef as always on Christmas dinner.
So yeah, if you can get the potatoes, carrots, parsnips out, but can you leave this section here free if you work there? Yeah. I'm going to quickly do the Yorkshire pudding. If you grab the milk out, that'd be good. So you've got carrots in the garden, haven't you? Can I have a couple of those for the trivet? Yep. And then have what we have to eat. So give me as much as I can for the trivet, and then the rest of your cook.
Okay.
We're going to want onion out for the trivet.
Hold on, babe. You're going a bit fast. Parsnips and what did you say? Parsnips, carrots.
So we're going to do
potatoes.
Cauliflower, that can come out.
This one can go to the sausage dogs. Small. Horsey, Barky, come. Good boys. Sit. Boys.
Right, let's get this turkey out. Look at her. My gosh, this is a turkey for soul. It already comes with a load of...
It comes with the herbs.
Oh, amazing. Send it with the giblets. And I was like, oh, we're never going to have this for our thingy, trivet.
Oh wow.
We've got it.
And they include all the herbs as well.
Yeah.
Incredible. Parsley. Amazing. And just like that, the rustic Yorkshire puds. Oh, they're perfect.
Yeah, got a couple of good ones in there.
Yeah. Just know that whenever I am in the kitchen doing anything, this little one is always waiting for scraps. Oh, little nose lick. Good boy. You want a treat, don't you? Here, have this little bit of potato. There we go. Good boy.
Okay, so the trivet is just about there. We have the giblets from the chicken with carrots, onions, and we've got some lemons in there and some herbs as well. We've also got a couple of bay leaves and an inch of cinnamon. This is a take on Jamie's recipe. We're also going to pick up some celery for Christmas Day, and that will just flesh out this, and it will just make it a really nice trivet for us to cook our turkey on. The turkey is going to be stuffed with some herbs which were actually supplied by Piper's Farm. And I've also got a bay leaf with a clove wedged into a lemon, which is also going to get stuffed into the turkey. Put a little bit of oil on it, some salt and pepper, and then that will be good to go. I'm going to cover it for the first hour to hour and a half with some tin foil, and then we'll whip that off and cook it for the remaining time. So we are nearly ready to get this meat in the oven.
Veg is prepped. We've got sprouts from the garden, spuds, carrots, lots of different bits and pieces ready for Ali to prep. So whilst Ali cooks in the background, what I wanted to do was to try to prepare a little something for the work Christmas party, because we only get the room about 10 minutes before everyone arrives, and I still want it to be nice and dressed and what have you. So I bought some ribbon, and I obviously have these candelabras. I looked high and low for lovely candelabras, but everything that was antique was a bit too ornate for me. This was the best that I could find. It's quite affordable from Amazon. And I saw this picture, this wedding that was, I think it was a London wedding, where they did lots of bows on the candelabras. Now, I bought this ribbon, which is a Beresford's ribbon, but this is black coffee, I believe. I believe it's called black coffee. I can't remember. So it's not actually black, it's sort of like a warm black. I wanted black, but we're going to see if this works first and foremost. You could also go with burgundy, that would be really lovely. And basically I just want to drape these candelabras with lots of velvet bows, just so that it looks a little bit decorative. I've got loads of the pillar candles. You can buy a box from Amazon for like 20 quid and you get 7-hour tapered candles and you get 50 of them. So I've got actually about 4 of these candelabras that I can just stick on the table. It'll make it nice and cozy, and the room is beautiful in itself. So yeah, I thought this was a good one to try. So basically, I'm just going to start off tying bows all over it and see how we get on. I'm better at tying bows from above. And what you want to do is have like all different lengths of the ribbons as well. That will be really, it actually looks really nice already. Bear with me, I will show you the finished result. But this is also something that you can just kind of keep and have around the home. It can be quite seasonless. If you were to do it with linen ribbons in summer, and then obviously velvet in winter, that would be really lovely as well. I'm just going for mismatched lengths, like I said. A bit longer, but don't mind. I'm going to do one full arm, lots of different bows.
Alright then boys, let's get that collie cheese on the old go.
On the old go. You want them to be kind of bunched up and not too perfect looking. Then starting to look nice and effective. You just want to get quite a few of the bows in there. Actually, I'm really happy with this. I think it'll look super chic, and then with the lights, yeah, really, really happy with this. Couldn't do any foliage because I did enough in my house this year, so this is a cheap option. Everything's on Amazon as well. You could obviously fluff it and make it look a bit more romantic. I think what I'm going to need though is more blooming ribbon. I'm totally under-egged the pudding on this one.
That's what the trial runs are all about.
Yeah. But obviously you could do this with a tartan ribbon, you could do it with like literally anything. You could do different colours to give it sort of like, imagine this with like a burgundy and a blush. That would be so romantic for a wedding if you didn't want to do flowers on your table. So nice.
Cheese. I'll choose all of the Gruyere. Cheese. Cheesy, what's it? Oh god, this cheddar's slippy. Cheese tax. The cheese tax. It's all about the free cheese, cauliflower cheese.
So that is, well, it's actually not finished. I've used 2 rolls of the velvet ribbon and I've just had to order 10 more because I've got 4 candelabras to do, and I want it to be a bit fuller as well, so I've ordered a little bit more. But you've got to picture it in like a really sort of rustic room at a pub. We've got the private room at one of the pubs where we are, and I just think that this will add an element of glamour. I'm going to do some deep red napkins, that kind of thing, and I just think it will sparkle it up a little bit. And I just love how dramatic it looks. Wow. Where are we at?
We are just about So the majority of the food is now prepped. We are just getting everything ready to go. So when we start sticking things in the oven, it becomes really easy. So we've got Brussels sprouts, chestnuts, and our lardons. They're ready to fry. That takes about 15 minutes. We've got our roast potatoes, which, as you know, we've done with goose fat and rosemary. Sprinkled some rock salt on there as well. Cauliflower cheese, we've done a 3 cheese. We've got Gruyere, cheddar, Parmesan, and of course broccoli going on there. And
broccoli?
Then,
cauliflower.
Otherwise it'd be broccoli cheese. And then over here we've got honey and mustard dressing on our parsnips and carrots. They'll go in for about 45. These will go in for about an hour 20.
And they go in after the bird has come out?
So yeah, the bird's got another 10 minutes, and then we'll take the foil off of it, and then we'll start basting it with the juices from the bottom of the pan just to keep it from drying out, but there'll be no foil over it. And then the sausages, or the pigs in blankets, and the stuffing that is currently going on, that will be whipped out as well, just to clear up some oven space. So we've done our Yorkshires, and we'll have that done as well, and then just before we serve up, we'll heat those back up, and then when the meat's out, we'll then begin the process of making the gravy.
We're dressed like Barclay today.
Little cashmere cookers.
Little cashmere cookers. Cashmere cookery.
You can see there, we've got our pigs in blankets and our
Stuffing
balls, which
Ooh.
I'll just plate up in a second.
Do you want me to close this?
No, I'm going to stick these in.
Fantastic.
And then we'll press start, and they're going to go on for an hour and 20, I said, didn't I? The meat,
10 minutes.
10 minutes, and then that can come off. I'm going to stick, I might leave this on here actually, because then we can just slide it back in to heat it up, couldn't we? The sausages look good. I'm just going to do the important check, which is just to check the internal temperature to make sure that we've cooked. So we'll be picking the biggest one, get it done as well. So we're not going to die.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's it for now, really, to be honest with you. I think we'll check back in when we're pretty much serving it up.
Amazing. Well, well, well. We are making progress. My goodness me, Mr. Millen-Gordon. That is looking very, very good.
Right. Ready? First time carving a turkey. It's going to be interesting. We've got this beautiful carving set that Lydia got me for Christmas last year, which I'll show you is from Blenheim Forge. So it should be very sharp. So, first things first. Okay. Next is this leg. This is spectacular. We're going to have half a turkey.
Well, we'll have turkey sandwiches tomorrow.
Yeah. It'll be a turkey run up to Christmas.
Yeah, we'll be sick of turkey by Christmas.
Not too bad in terms of like where I'm carving. Not too far off the ball. What do you think looks good?
It's amazing.
Yeah. You have that bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like more like a game.
Oh yeah. Well, 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 my goodness me, Mr. Millen-Gordon has excelled himself. The roasted chestnuts are so good. Oh my gosh. We've been like picking at bits throughout, but this is just so, so good.
It's been really educational.
Yeah. Oh, the gravy. Cooking in Kashmir is the one. I need to cover up this because it's exposing that my chair of clutter. Oh my gosh, let's hide that. I can't hide it, screw it. We'll zoom in. Good afternoon, everyone. We're not zooming in. Why are we not zooming? There we go. Can we zoom in there? There we go. You can still see it. There we go. Okay, good morning, afternoon, whatever everyone. This lighting in here is not the one at all. We've got blue behind me, we've got yellow over here, we've got a little bit of bluey yellow. Do we try something different? I don't know. Maybe we go a bit brighter. Gosh, this is a hectic start. There we go. We have it. Do we have it? It's better when I'm here. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It is the afternoon. It is 3 o'clock and I am getting ready for an evening event. I have 1 week of events left until we are on the home stretch for, well, in fact, we're finished for Christmas. And when I tell you I have a week, I have an event tonight with Creed, which is kind of like a French, well, they say Anglo-French perfume house based in Paris, but was originally founded in London. So it's kind of like a blend of a few things, but also just a beautiful, beautiful brand, and very, very excited to be celebrating a Christmas dinner with them. So I'm going for my easy hair this evening, just because I don't trust the weather these days. We've had the most bizarre weather ever. And yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna outfit repeat as well, I think. But anyway, got that this evening. Then we have the Prince's Trust carol service tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to as well. I then get a Wednesday off, so I'm gonna sleep. Then I've got, I have dinner with Lauren and her husband at Cut. We're going back to Cut on Park Lane, which has been in the diary for ages, so really looking forward to that. Then I've got my work Christmas party. And I'm really looking forward to that because it's got a blowout. One of the girls in my team is leaving, which is literally like the saddest thing ever. I literally messaged her when she said she was leaving. I was like, I do want to hang on to your leg and not allow you to do it, but whatever. So it's also going to be a bit of a goodbye for her as well, although I don't think she's leaving just yet. And it's also a bit of a sort of crossroads that I'm coming to with things. Just about what I want to continue doing next year. I'm going to be doing some thinking over Christmas and just reevaluating things. So I don't want to set in stone anything just yet about all of those things. And then on the Saturday, then we've got friends over to ours. So it's like, I call them the WAGs, which are Ali's friends, wives and girlfriends. So we've got the wives and girlfriends coming. So it's Lumbe, Caitlin, etc. And then I am going to keel over until Christmas because this is way too much fun for one singular human being that needs to re-energize in between these kinds of amounts of fun, basically. So if I make it, it's going to be fabulous. Also, today my podcast with Grace Beverley went live for the first time. For the first time, it's the only time. And genuinely, that was such an honour to have been asked to go on her podcast. Like, I think there are certain moments, and it's like when I was asked to go on Roxy Nafusi's podcast and now Grace's, very, very cool. I completely lied this morning. I was like, I haven't done a podcast in 5 years. It feels like 5 years, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking to it. It feels like 5 years. It definitely isn't 5 years. But podcasts make me feel very, very vulnerable. I think that's Lumi trying to come in. Lumi? No. It was Lumi. It was not. Anyway, right. I'm going to choose my outfit for the day. I feel like I've made my bun a bit low. I always need a little bit of a bun poking up the top of... Oh, also, one of the things I have to say. I was also really nervous doing the podcast. Really nervous. Like to the point where, you know, like when you're a kid and you're made to stand up in front of a crowd of people and you think you might cry? That was me. I nearly cried about 10 times and I think I managed to get away with it. I don't think Grace noticed. If she did, she was very, very graceful. Grace by name, graceful by nature. But I did nearly cry like 10 times. And so, was I not as fun and bubbly as I am on here? Of course, because I was shitting my pants. But also, I don't know what I was gonna say. I did that a lot of times as well. They edited that out. I was like, what was the question? Because when you're like so nervous about something, your brain is going like 100 miles an hour and you're like, don't do that, uncross your legs, oh my gosh, can you see my sweaty upper lip? But the more that I do these things, the more that I step out of my comfort zones, we'll be good, we'll be fine. Anyway, outfit and bun. So yeah, anyway, my bun, I feel like I need it to be a little bit higher. I love a bun that isn't too high because I feel like it's too young if it's too high. But this like swoosh back is a vibe. I'm using my, oh, you're on my tripod. So I'm using this little stick I'm going to pop you down here. This is what I used on Sasha Polari when we were on the Belmont, and I love it. It's not as good for my hair as it was for Sasha's hair. My hair is a force to be reckoned with, in that like it doesn't like hold things. Like this is moved. This is supposed to be there, not looking like I have a little bald patch. So yeah, but I love it as like, it means I use so much less gel. So yeah, anyway, and I think I'm just gonna outfit repeat tonight. I think I'm gonna wear my black shirt dress, and because I have done the biggest order of dresses that I have ever done in my life. And you know, this is one of my USPs that I'm so good at, like getting beautiful luxury dresses in the sale. This is like where I'm like, step aside, this is where my time to shine is. And yeah, I've bought some Carolina Herrera, some Elise Saab, and I corrected Ali in a video. I was told that it was Elise Saab. I was saying Elise Saab, and someone was like, it's Eli. Let's check Google, the knower of all things. Right, I don't want to talk about my outfit, okay? I know you've seen it before. I know, but this is what this channel is about, okay? And I want you to feel comfortable wearing your favorite dress as many times as you want, because the only people that care are the people that are still worried about new outfits and seeing new outfits all of the time. Wear the dress you love, get the cost per wear out of it, feel amazing wearing it, and don't let anyone pee on your Cheerios. Right, my fragrance of the evening is of course Creed Windflowers, one of my favourite fragrances from the house. So good. So, what's the word? Intrinsically, like this is so the brand's DNA. Like you get that iconic Creed fragrance throughout this, but it's got this undoubtedly feminine edge to it that I just love. Not too much though, not too much, my goodness me. Okay, coat, Amelia Wickstead, bag, Hermes. It's getting very predictable, but I mean it, and it's one of the things that I want to lean into so much more next year on my channel, is just really championing the things that I care about. Everybody has opinions on things, but I really care about these things. Wearing the things you love, getting the cost per wear out of whatever handbags, accessories you love the most, and that's what the epicenter is. Also, I'm wearing a pair of my grandma's earrings, which just make a simple outfit exceptional from the moment that you put them on. Good evening. We've made it to London. My favourite thing to tell you when I get to London, we've made it. And we are our first port of call is heading to the Creed boutique in Covent Garden. We're going for a kind of like fragrance appointment, but I think that all of the guests this evening are going there at the same time, from what I understand. And I've actually never been to one of the Creed boutiques before. The only fragrances that I've ever got to grips with are the ones that I have in my collection, and I've never sort of experienced the breadth of them. And then when we went to Hound Lodge with them last year, I got to experience a lot more of the men's, so Green Irish Tweed, which is one of my favourites. If you're looking for like a really classic men's fragrance, Green Irish Tweed is very, very good. It's one of my favourite ones that Ali wears. Which one did you choose to wear this evening?
I am wearing Green Irish Tweed.
Are you?
Yes.
Ah, I didn't even notice it smelled different today. I think it's because it maybe is a mix of mine. But yes, so I've got acquainted with some of them, but not all of them. And we've talked about doing this for a while, and so we thought we'd get it in before dinner. However, we are going to have to leave quite promptly from dinner, about 9 o'clock. So, and I'm not allowed to drink tonight.
No night off the juice, off the sauce.
I know, but at the moment that they offer me a glass of champagne, I'm going to be like, okay. Really bad. But yes, looking forward to it. Oh, and then we're heading to Le Gotcha. And also, by the way, babe, you were right, it's Elise Saab.
Elise Saab?
Yeah.
The brand?
Yeah. You looked at me very blankly then, because you can't remember. You can't remember.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I said it was Elise Saab, and you were like, it's Elise Saab. And somebody genuinely told me that it was Elise Saab. And I did the little guy on, the French guy on YouTube who does all of the pronunciations of the...
He's great.
I know, I think he's got such a great voice. Yeah. And it is Elise Saab, and I am a grade A numpty, basically.
Fine. I took it on the chin.
Yeah.
Just let that one dribble along.
Dribble along. And this is the gorgeous boutique in Covent Garden. You can see my little head over there. Wonderful. We have arrived to the boutique. You're seeing a lot of champagne flutes. I have been enjoying some non-alcoholic champagne, which is actually very nice, but we have been choosing a little fragrance before dinner and also smelling some of the home fragrances as well. This is the fragrance that I have gone to because Farine just sold it to me completely. She was like, this is my favourite one. And I thought, oh, I'm not really an oud girl, and then I smelt it and it is so lovely and soft and feminine, so I went for that one. Obviously, I'm wearing this one this evening. I also have this one, and this is the new one that has just come out as well. But lots of little home fragrances, which this is a really lovely sort of warm home fragrance, which I just love the branding as well. It looks so pared back, but still very, very chic. Lovely. Also, these make a great gift for someone who enjoys Creed, because I actually have this one in my handbag at the moment. So good if you throw things in, like into little handbags, but you still want to have your fragrance to refresh. I love a little trip to the toilet to refresh my fragrance and my makeup, so these are a great gift. And Ali is checking in on all of the other little bits and pieces. We've got aftershave, soap, green Irish tweed, that's shower gel.
Wow, that is like bougie.
Wow, and a little perfumed soap as well. What's that one then?
Silver Mountain Water. This is green Irish tweed.
Oh, is that the bottle that it... Oh, it comes in a black bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's my favourite one. So if you want a classy fragrance for a gentleman, this is my favourite. Or if you have someone that's already a fan of green Irish tweed, they have a very bougie shower gel.
Yeah, that is good.
Very, very nice. What fragrance did you go for?
I've gone for Himalaya, and it actually has gunpowder in it. From father to son since 17.
Oh, I love that. Right, let's head over. In we go, in we go, in we go. Da 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 da. We have arrived to dinner after choosing our fragrances at the boutique, and I have arrived to the most wonderful sound of the harpist here. And fun fact, if I did my wedding all over again, I would definitely have a harpist in the lobby area, because honestly, like, I just think it's the loveliest, most elegant way to sort of create that like ambient and calming vibe. But yeah, she's just, oh, I can stand here all evening. It's just the most beautiful instrument, so calming. So, gorgeous little gifts on our place settings. Ali got the grey Creed atomizer, and I got the beautiful beige one, but I'm also eyeing up this stunning calligraphy. Like, look how perfect that is. Oh, I'm just such a sucker for good calligraphy. Gorgeous. We found on our travels. Oh. Look who we found on our travels. Come on, let's go home. Good evening. We met Lumi on the driveway, and it was so cute. She was just running down the road like but we had the loveliest evening at La Gotcha with Creed, and we picked out a fragrance each, and I basically picked out, because I was given a very good recommendation, Royal Princess Oud. And I think I said when I was there that it was very, very like just soft and feminine, which if you're looking for a fragrance for someone that likes to be a bit of a princess, I mean, can't relate. But you can also have them engraved at the Creed boutique, which I thought was a lovely little touch. And I had the loveliest evenings. I got to sit next to Henry and William Wade, the twins. I met Henry recently at a Holland Cooper Cheltenham event, and we got on so well. And so it was really nice to chat to him. And then I was saying goodbye to Tula Rose, because she's just announced her pregnancy, and I was just saying goodbye and saying congratulations. And then I hope I can say her surname right, but Lisa Pinode. If you haven't found her yet, I predict that she will have 1 million followers by the end of 2024, if not long before. I found her recently on Instagram. She's just got such a different aesthetic to me, but like one of those just so uniquely her, but also curated. She's just so effortlessly curated, if that makes sense. Like she wears really, really distinctive oversized kind of silhouettes, but then a lot of opulent fabrics, lots of gold jewelry. She's very, very, very cool. Okay, very cool. And completely different aesthetic to me. I'm like fluffy and but when I found her Instagram, I just loved how just her she was, and so sort of unique in her vibe, even though that kind of cool girl aesthetic I think is something that we see a lot, but she's given it her own chic Parisian kind of spin. So yeah, I fangirled a lot over her. I'll link her Instagram in the description box down below, but so cool, and it was just really lovely to chat to her because she was super sweet. But anyway, the cat is calling us to bed, so I am going to get my makeup off my face and ready for another day, another evening in London tomorrow, which is fantastic. Oh yeah.
It's me, Daddy. You are the best baby brother in the
Oh, calm down. You two ride each other up.
Porty runs off to get a toy. Sleepy Barky. Sleepy.
Good boy. Daddy.
Oh. Happy tum-tums.